I ended up buying a 2018 Silverado 2500 with the 6.6 liter Duramax in it. I came from a 2012 Raptor with the 6.2 liter, but this one I got for pretty damn cheap. So I paid $23,500 for it, sold my Raptor for $20,000, paid $23,500 for this one, and this one has 163,000 miles on it. I put a couple thousand on it since, and within 2 weeks of owning it, I already deleted it. So it's got a delete and tune, it's got the shift on the fly, 5 different stage tune on it. It is the LT trim package, so it's kind of a lower end. It goes work truck, LT, LTZ, then high country, I believe. It came with cloth seats, but the previous owner did the cat skin leather upgrade. I'll show you guys that. So leather done on it. Obviously the driver's seat's pretty worn. These trucks are pretty desirable without the 10-speed in them. So got the 6-speed, stock suspension. But I will show you. Pop this hood. I already did the SPE Lab delete kit on it. You can see the downpipe back there. Block off plates here. There's another one for the EGR down there. And still stock intake, everything else. It's got a full exhaust on it. You can't even see it from there. But it's a full 5-inch exhaust right here. Runs all the way up and over down there. Some of these trucks though are just so beat up. I mean, there's a little stuff like this, shitty touch-up paint, but the body on this thing's actually pretty straight. I had a couple dents removed. There's typical stuff like down here on the rocker that you kick when you get out, but everything else is pretty straight. It needs a good paint correction. You can kind of see that in the light there. It's just all swirled to fuck. But so far I'm really enjoying this truck. I mean, it looks great. I love this body style. It's kind of like a boxy body style. The headlight, the double headlight looks sweet. I do like the GMC Sierras a lot too, but I always thought this front end is way more aggressive than the GMCs. I went with the Diesel R Corp tunes on this, and I paid about $1,100 for that. The delete kit itself was $1,250 about, all shipped. And then I had to buy, I think it was about $300 in HP tuners credit. My buddy had HP tuners and the whole wiring, or the little dongle that you need to unlock the ECM and then flash the tunes on there. So I saved some money there because he already had that stuff. All said and done, it was about $2,700 to delete this thing. And I know a lot of people get quotes for $5-6 grand to do it at a shop. It took us about a weekend. Me and my friend Cooper did it. I think these trucks are amazing once you get them deleted. Stock, I wasn't honestly that impressed. They're not super fast or anything, obviously great for towing, but once you delete them, they really come alive and make so much more power. The MAP 5 on this one is supposedly 200 horsepower. Some people say that the stock turbo can't even get there, so I don't know how true that is, but yep, there's 5 different stages. It goes from stock all the way up to 200 horsepower. If you're looking to pick one of these up, I think you have to delete them. It just completely changes this truck. But make sure you have a pretty mechanically inclined friend that can help you out with it. My buddy Cooper, he's been working on cars his whole life, so he did a lot of the work on this, I'll be honest. A lot of times I was just handing him tools, but you know, if you have a friend like that, I would highly recommend that rather than struggling alone. It's not the hardest thing, it just takes a full weekend for someone like me that doesn't really know what I'm doing. Directly comparing to my last truck, I'd say the suspension was the biggest downgrade. Obviously it's a heavy duty truck, they're meant for towing. I did tow my Corvette with it, but you know, the Raptor's not really meant for that. It's meant for off-road. It's got the Fox shocks, better suspension travel. The suspension travel on this is pretty bad. It hits the bump stocks, it seems like, pretty often. Something that was kind of a surprise, I mean, I know diesels, when you delete them, they're pretty good on gas. They get pretty good fuel mileage, but my Raptor was getting about 11 mpg, and that was the average, so it could have gotten way worse. Obviously towing, it was terrible with that, but I just checked this and I'm averaging 18.8. Usually I'm running the tune 4 or 5, so it's pretty efficient in those tunes. The Raptor had a 36-gallon tank just like this one, took 91, at least that's what I put in every time. I would only get about 400 miles out of that tank. With this truck, I get about 650. So definitely a lot better. Obviously diesel is a little bit more expensive than 91 right now, but still better gas mileage out of this thing. Once it's all deleted, the sound these trucks make is insane. When I first deleted this, all I was doing was driving around with the windows down. I mean, you can't help yourself but listen to that turbo whistle. Every single straight that I could find, I was flooring it. So my gas mileage wasn't great back then, but now I've gotten used to it a little bit. It still sounds amazing. I can't get over it. Every single time I start it, it's great. My Corvette has heads, cam, headers, X-pipe, Corsa exhaust, so you can't really beat the sound of an LS7, but for a truck, the L5P sounds amazing. The grunt you get out of it and the whistle, it's just insane. So my original plan was to buy a low mileage one. I wanted the high country with the saddle brown interior. That was kind of originally what I fell in love with. The high countries are just so nice. The trim, the painted front bumper. I don't love all chrome, but I'm willing to deal with it for the deal I got. I was looking to spend 45 to 50K on one of these, and obviously it would have been lower mileage, probably right around 100 or under 100. This one's got 163,000 on it, and it's the LT trim level, but everything else about it's the same. 4-wheel drive, Duramax, Allison transmission. I think I got most of the package without having to spend twice as much. Obviously I paid $23,500 for this one, and I was going to pay upwards of 50 grand for another one. So I'm glad that I got this one, and you can find these cheap. I found this on Marketplace. I hit him up within the day. He got back to me real quick. I test drove it, basically bought it the following day. I went to Oregon and picked it up. I'd say if you're in the market for this, I definitely wouldn't hesitate, even if you want to pay upwards of 50 grand for one that's got 50,000 miles and it's a high country with the perfect interior on it. I would just go for it. I don't see these trucks losing a ton of value over time. I think even with what I paid on it and the cost to delete it and all that stuff, I think I could still probably turn a profit on this truck. There's definitely not many downsides to buying these trucks unless you have some crazy failure, which I think can be avoided with good maintenance. Luckily, this owner told me that every 5,000 miles he did oil changes and he's done other good maintenance on it. So I think I'm in good shape and it runs great. So we'll get some driving clips and we'll show you what it sounds like. in 5. I was only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're in 5. You see some of the smoke. Smoke's pretty good on tune 5. Or map 5, whatever you want to call it. Some windows up because I think it's just too windy today. Whoa. I think if you guys have been considering a Duramax, specifically a 17 to 19, I wouldn't hesitate on one, especially if you can find it for under 30 with under 150,000 miles. I think that's a good range to hit. There's not many for sale for that price, and a lot of them are pretty beat up. I was lucky enough to find mine with not a lot of damage on the body, and it seemed like it was pretty well taken care of, so I got lucky on that front. Or if you don't care too much about a good deal, then I mean, do what I was gonna do and spend up to 50K on a high country and just get the nicest one. I think for a truck that you're gonna use every day, it's kind of tough to get something too nice, because then I'd worry about it too much, door dings, all that stuff. But when I buy a $20,000 or $23,000 truck, I don't really worry about it too much. I mean, it's just an easy daily driver. It's fun, it's fast. I could tow whatever I want. Would you guys rather have a truck like that for 23K, or would you rather just get the high country for 45 to 50? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching another video. I'll see you guys in the next one.